Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Coopersthaiadventure Crypto Monday. And I know you guys have seen the banner and you're thinking, what the heck are you talking about, Cooper? Bitcoin and crypto going up? It's going down big time. What the heck is going on?
It's on sale.
It's on sale. Yes, what is happening? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening. It's Donald Trump's effing tariffs. What is happening? And he's put 25% tariffs on Mexico, 25% tariffs on Canada, and 10% tariffs on China. And Canada and Mexico said, you know what? We're going to reciprocate. We're going to put 25% tariffs on you too. And it spooked the market. It spooked Bitcoin. And this happens periodically, folks. And just think back, okay, when Iran and Israel were fighting. Yeah, as soon as Iran launched its missiles at Israel, Bitcoin went wham. All of crypto went wham. Israel retaliates, it goes down again, and it was going on and on. And then they sort of, said, okay, truce, markets bounced back up. COVID happened. We all remember COVID. It was only a couple of years ago, folks. What happened? Tank the markets. Markets come back. It's a rebalance, is what I call it. And let's just talk about history for a little bit, Brooke. All right. Um, the for Bitcoin and crypto go through phases. All right. Anybody that's been following it, will know it goes through phases. What'll happen is there'll be a bad news event. They dive down. 10 days later, they are back up. 20 days later, they're back up by a hell of a lot, way over what they were. And if you go back in time and you look at these events and you look at the bar graphs, you'll be like, oh, yeah, Cooper's right. I see it here, here, and here. This is when Iran and Israel kicked off. This is when COVID happened. This is when, the feds raised the rates, and inflation was going through the roof, and everything else. And you'll see these bar graphs go up and down, and that's what they tend to do. Now, why am I so bullish? Why am I so happy? Because February is the year after the halving, is normally when we see Bitcoin and crypto do a 40% up.
On average.
On average.
Last three halvings.
The last three halvings, they go up 40%.
In 1 month.
In 1 month. Now, what they tend to do, folks, is they'll go up 40% for 3 consecutive months. If you go back the last three halvings, both crypto and Bitcoin both do the same. Crypto sort of, the altcoins tend to follow suit with Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin will come to its peak. Altcoin season starts. Everybody gets out of Bitcoin, jumps into altcoins, and then they take them up even further to the moon. So if you were to go back, let's say you went back 2 years ago, Bitcoin was at 15,000. It's one of its all-time lows since the preceding three halvings. Okay, so if you went back 2 years ago and you bought in to crypto then, you've made a mint, absolute mint. Because it's the year preceding the halving. That's when the crypto, not bull run starts, but it's after the accumulation phase finishes and it goes into that pre-bull run market. And it went from 15,000 to January of last year when it went to 40,000. So that was almost a 3x. Then it's gone from 40,000 all the way up to 109,000 Bitcoin. Well, there you go. That's almost another 3x. And they're predicting we still have another 3x coming, 3 to 5x coming this year. So if you start reading in the analysis of what's going on, and you especially look at the United States, we now have 19 states that are applying for a strategic Bitcoin reserve.
Correct.
And the top two that looks like they're going to get there first before any other state is Utah and Arizona. And if that's not bullish, folks, I don't know what is. And it looks like Utah is going to get approval this month because they've already gone through all the committee stages and they just have to have a Senate vote. That's it. They're already there. So normally in the state of Utah, once it goes through the committee stages, the Senate already approves it. And that's what's always happened with anything that they proposed in Utah. Once the committee approves it, the Senate never really goes, against the committee. In Utah, it's proven history. So my odds, if I was going to make a bet who would win it, Utah or Arizona, I would say Utah by a mile. So that is very bullish news. And this retracement that we're happening right now, yeah, it's going to spook the markets tonight because crypto's had trades over the weekend. So it's had all weekend to react. And Bitcoin is down about, I think, 95,000 right now.
96 and change.
Is it gone back up a bit, Brooke?
Yeah.
Let's just bring up the chart and we'll go over the chart together, folks. So let's have a look. Yeah, okay, so it's made a bit of a rebounce. So it looks like 95 was the bottom, and it's now at 96,200.
ETH is down 10%.
ETH is down.
Solana's down. What do we?
ETH was at
No,
300,
over
3,300. It's now at 2,800. Solana is down 9.2%, down to 298 as we speak. Sorry, 197 as we speak, down from its high of 250. XRP is also down
20%.
20% down to 234.
Never did like that XRP.
I think XRP's got a lot of potential in this bull run. I really do. Dogecoin is down to a quarter, which is 0.25. And it's down 19.46%. ADA is currently at 76 US cents, down 16%. AVAX is at 26.53 US dollars, down 18.27%. And you guys get the picture. A lot of them are taking a dump on this tariff news. But I think this tariff news is going to be short and sweet. I don't think it's going to last very long. I think there's an agreement that's going to come in probably sometime this month, and then watch out. Price predictions, I was predicting by the end of February, Bitcoin was going to be at 130,000. That's what I was predicting.
We'll see.
I was predicting by the end of March, Bitcoin's going to be somewhere around 180,000 mark. And then in April, I was predicting Bitcoin's going to be over 200,000. Those are my predictions. I'm just a guy on the internet. I don't know any better than you do, but I'm just going by history, the bar graphs, the charts, and seeing, where it's been to likely where it's going to go. What are your thoughts, Brooke?
Well, I think a lot of what's caused this has to do with the fact that everyone assumed the tariffs, they knew they were coming, but they assumed it would be March. And I think it was a bit of a shock to the markets when Trump announced it over the weekend. Hey, it's going to be effective, I think Saturday, he said, for Canada and Mexico. And then he did it. And they weren't expecting that. So when you have this uncertainty, call it not a black swan, a gray swan, you kind of knew it was coming. You thought it was going to be a month later.
Yeah.
Figuring, hey, they'll get things worked out before then. No. He came in and he said, no, it's starting tomorrow, and bingo. So the markets are reacting to that. And in my opinion, they're overreacting, as they typically do.
Yes.
The paper hands get nervous. They jump out. And that's caused these significant drops.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to me, this is a terrific buying opportunity. Yes. If, obviously, if we're committed to Bitcoin more so than the altcoins, let's say, it's a terrific buying opportunity. And the other thing to go with this that's not maybe widely reported is that the governments throughout the world are starting to rev up the printing presses.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to see the money supply start to, again, flood into the markets, causing, which is actually really good for Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Because people say, hey, this fiat money with nothing backing it, they're ramping up the printing presses again. hard assets are going to be what you want to hold, and limited hard assets are the best. Well, that's Bitcoin. So I think all in all, you're going to see going forward the Bitcoin price do very, very well. And now for you guys that are, if you got into Bitcoin over 100, just sit and hold, guys. You'll be coming back.
Spooked.
Don't get spooked. Diamond hands, not the paper hands, is what you want to have. For you guys that have bought recently, buy more. Just keep buying, dollar cost averaging into it if you're able to. For you guys coming here, if you're selling your assets in the West, Coop, take a portion of that, guys, and in my opinion, invest it wisely, and Bitcoin is the best investment. But first of all, do your research. If you haven't done it already, hop on YouTube, find out what Bitcoin is, what it does, familiarize yourself with it. You don't want to own an asset that you don't know what the heck it is. Some people, they take this advice, that advice, they run out, they invest in this and that based on their buddy or their advisor or whoever they have advising them without doing their own research. But if you do your own research, you sleep better at night, you know what you have. And the more research you do, guys, put it this way, everyone's heard of Bitcoin. You do 10 hours of research, you start to, you really get, maybe there is, then you do 100 hours of research and you become committed. Then you do 1,000 hours of research and you are a full-fledged Bitcoiner. Hey, there is no second best. So you and I have both done that. So that's why we're so committed. And so anyways, I would say slow and steady wins the race. If you're able to, dollar cost average, buy more. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of positive things coming. And for those of you that have not followed the crypto market in depth as much as Brooke and I have, then give you a little insight. The bull market runs from the halving, which was April last year, till normally the October of the year following. So we still got 9 months left of this bull market that we're in, typically. Now, okay, with all these 19 states applying, if only half, say 10, actually do it, watch out.
Well, I think you'll see everyone do it.
Because, I'm just sort of being a little bit bearish on it.
Okay.
I'm sandbagging it a lot, is a term that we use in the Bitcoin community. If only half get in, and Arizona's already said we're trying to adopt it as a strategic reserve, and we want to include the pension funds. Well, once you got one pension fund in, you've got all the pension funds. They're all going to want to jump ship and get onto the Bitcoin wagon. And that could be the change in Bitcoin. It could be a huge change that we don't have a crypto winter anymore. Nobody knows that for sure. So I'm sort of hanging on the sidelines here. And I'm going through all the news, so you guys don't have to. I'll report it to you every Monday. And I'm hanging on the sidelines, looking to see what's going on. I watched the latest interview with Cynthia Lummis, who is in charge of a group that in the Senate. And she was talking about the votes. Does she have the votes for it to pass? And she says, oh, yeah. We definitely have the votes for pass. This is a bipartisan issue. I've got quite a few Democrats that want this to pass. So it's going to be Democrats and Republicans that are going to pass this bill. Republicans can't do it on their own. They know they need the Democrats to do it. And I think that's fantastic moving forward for a strategic Bitcoin reserve. If that passes and 10 states passes, Bitcoin's going to the moon. It really is, because they're pledging to buy a certain amount every year, the U.S. The proposal is 1 million Bitcoin over 5 years, 200,000 Bitcoin a year.
Yeah, that would be tough.
Well, since the halving, there's less than 200,000 mined a year. So it's overproduction that can be made. On top of that, Sailor has now shifted his portfolio a bit, and he's going to be buying a lot more. We're all thinking he's going to be spending $40 billion this year. If the ETFs are going to more than likely be 40 billion this year, they're going to match what they did last year at a minimum. I think they're going way above it, but I'll keep sandbagging it, folks, for you, and I'll keep my expectations down. And the U.S. government, the United States, and then the rest of the world is going to want to jump in on this. We might not have a crypto winner.
Czechoslovakia, their national bank is discussing getting a Bitcoin reserve.
I think that might be not happening. It looks like LaGuardia had a talk with the president, and said, no, we're not. I don't want you to be the first to do this.
Yeah, that's her opinion.
Yeah,
I think, and what I've heard since then is the Czech guy, oh yeah, he listened and he thought, yep, that's okay, we'll do what we want to do.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's come back with that.
Well, we'll see. But I find Europe to be kind of behind the 8 ball.
Oh, the well behind.
Yeah, so they'll do what they want to do.
Excuse me.
Locally, we've got Vanguard, who I still think they don't allow their customers, and they're big here in the West, allow them to buy Bitcoin. So, you get these strange
They're waiting
ones.
for the new regulations from the SEC.
Okay, that'll be
they allow it. Yeah, that's their out.
Dollar short and a day late. But no, it's there's so many positives that are going to push Bitcoin going forward between the states' adoptions, sovereign governments, sovereign wealth funds. Trust me, they're already doing it. They just haven't announced it. I could see us not necessarily having a crypto winter going forward, Coop, because there'll be so much demand. And our buddy Michael Saylor with MicroStrategy, he's going to keep buying regardless. And for you guys looking for a secure form of income, they did issue those preferred shares.
Yes.
And they're paying an 8% dividend. So that's pretty good.
And who was that per share?
That's MicroStrategy's
yes.
preferred stock. $80 a share issue price. It was oversubscribed 3-to-1.
I know.
So they'll be issuing all those shares. And it pays an 8% dividend with very favorable conversion rates, security. Preferred shares are above common shares, guys. So, in the event of World War III, who cares then? But yeah, you'll get your money before anybody. But yeah, that's a source of income. And the symbol will be STRK on the stock markets exchanges. So you might want to check that out. Obviously, there's Misty, MSTY. If you also want a nice monthly check, the preferred shares I spoke earlier are quarterly dividends.
Okay.
Misty pays monthly. So, so some people say, well, listen, I got a little bit of Bitcoin. That's good, but I want a monthly check going forward. Those are a couple options to look at.
Yeah. Okay, let's start the show and see who we got on.
Tony Montana, say hello to my little friend. Good morning, Cooper, Darlene, Brooke, and Jackie, all the gang watching. Cooper, I hope your mom is okay and God is with her.
And thank you for that, Tony. Not something I want to discuss on today's live stream.
All right. Anthrax Morton.
Okay, thank you.
Anthrax Morton. Hello, everyone.
And hello, Ann. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Market Focus. Good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke.
And thank you for coming on Market Focus.
Duke, get all ready for a world of hurt tomorrow in the markets.
Yeah. I think the market's going to react. I think the market's going to be down. But I give it 10 days maximum. And then it's going to be, the fear and uncertainty, and the doubt is going to be all over with. And we're going to be back to where we were. I think, like I said, I'm giving it 10 days maximum. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the week, Bitcoin's above 105. I really wouldn't.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Because I can see people jumping out. And then these big guys saying, hey, wow, you're dropping the price for me. Thank you. I'm buying back in. I'm going to make a lot of money here. Thank you for driving the price down for me 10-15%. I'm buying back in because I know it's going to be up by the end of the week.
Personally, I'm gonna if it's a buying opportunity.
It is a big buying opportunity.
So I'll be looking to add to my Tesla bag. I tried to do that last week, right after the earnings announcement, and I put in a market order after hours.
Right.
And it never got filled. And when I call it's TD in Canada guys, they said, "Oh, after hours we don't do market orders. You have to put limit prices." Well, what the hell is that all about? Stupid is as stupid does. But okay, so I know that now going forward. So yeah, Tesla I would look to add. Hopefully it drops. And I got a bit of a Solana bag started because I'm short of that, but we'll see. Anyways.
And I think Tesla is the next biggest thing. I really do, guys. And I'm going to tell you for why. The robots and the self-driving cars, and then the cyber taxis. Now, anybody that's in America that's been to San Francisco will see we already have cyber taxis. It's called Waymo.
Yeah.
I got friends in the Bay Area in San Francisco, and they use them from time to time. The one with all the flashing lights on them, and look kind of funny, But yeah, they already have them. They're not that good. You can use them to get around, but they're not that good. They're not going to be anywhere as good as Tesla. And so Tesla's not just a car company, folks. It's an AI company.
It is.
I would say it's coming more towards AI than it is towards cars.
Oh, way more.
And you think they've just completed their second-year trial of the Neuralink. And anybody that's been following my channel for a while knows that I'm type 2 diabetic. And I said, when that gets released to the public, I would go fly back to America and get this done. It costs $5,000. That's what Elon promised 2 years ago would be the cost to have this done. And it's done by a robot, and it puts this chip in your head and it regulates everything in your body, is what they're saying it's going to do. Now, they had this disabled guy, and he was the first one to have it done. 2 years later, he's doing great. He's able to communicate with the computer, and his words are coming out, and he can have a proper conversation now. He can do tasks, he can send emails, and he's disabled. He's doing this all with his mind, which is fantastic. The applications for this moving forward, the medical applications and medical science is going to be fantastic. It really is.
Yeah. So going forward, guys, as Coop mentioned, we all know AI is big. A lot of us, most of us, Jesus, I don't understand a lot about it, but how can I participate? Definitely Tesla, and you're right, it's an AI company. They got the battery storage, the robots, the robo-taxis, the cars, obviously. And people, once they realize, like, every one of these Tesla cars on the road is generating immense amount of data every single mile. So they're taking all this. I mean, tell you, they own it. And the other thing I found out this week, Waymo as a competitor is way too expensive to equip a car compared to what Tesla's going to be.
Yes.
So Tesla's going to own it. But anyway, so that's AI, guys. That's obviously a big thing going forward. But also blockchain technology is just going to be just as big, in my opinion. And that's where your Bitcoin comes in. So you're kind of covering, diversified that way. You got blockchain with Bitcoin or MicroStrategy and you got your AI with Tesla, for example. So yeah, a couple things to look at. Again, do your research, watch your videos, you become familiar with it. You start to believe in it more. You sleep better at night. You know what you're invested in. And lastly, it's pretty hard to time the markets. So, once you're in, keep your diamond hands. Hang on. We know it's going to be, I don't know today or tomorrow where the price will end up for the end of the week, but I do know in 2 years, 4 years, It'll be a lot higher than it is today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jeff Ziegler, hello, everyone. How we doing? We're doing great.
We're doing great, Jeff. How you doing, brother?
Buying opportunity coming tonight. Tim P, good day, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. I hope you folks have been well since the last stream. We've been excellent.
Yeah, we've been good since Saturday. It's only Monday.
We're still smiling, Timmy.
And after today's live stream, we will be going to Route 66 for our usual American breakfast.
Yes. And I want to update everyone. We did hop in the pool yesterday, first time in about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It was damn cold.
It was cold.
We decided we'll hold off for another week at least.
Yeah, let it warm up a
bit. Let it warm up. Duke, Ontario's Doug Ford, he's the Premier of Ontario, says he's going to bring in stimulus checks to help fight the effects of tariffs, similar to the pandemic. Bye-bye Canadian dollars. Correctamundo. It's actually referred to as the Canadian peso here, you know. Yeah, so you're seeing the printing presses. There you go. Start
print more money.
Rev up, and you know, there goes the free money.
And their devaluation occurs.
Yeah, devaluation, guys. It chases, you know, limited assets. Nobody wants to hold a melting ice cube, which when you're holding on to paper is a melting ice cube.
Yeah, so, they always can print more paper.
Yeah, and they will.
They can't make more Bitcoin. There's only ever going to be 21 million, of which they're saying 5 million is lost.
Yeah.
So there's 1 million left to mine, which is going to take another 200 years before that last coin is ever mined.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, for any Canadians out there going forward, guys, well, you know, we'll see. But luckily, years ago, Coop, I switched everything when I retired into the US dollars.
Go ahead. I just got to grab something.
Yeah. And so there you start to see the benefits. Now, I flipped a bit last week into Canadian, just for, you know, some bill paying. Jesus, I think I got 43 cents above the dollar. So like 1,000 US was 1,430 Canadian. So, you know, it's just getting crazy. And the other thing now, I spoke to my buddy in Florida last night, like I was telling you.
Yeah.
Canadians aren't going there. If they have property, they're listing them for sale. It's just getting too damn expensive. You know, their dollar goes half as far as last year. So it's, yeah, interesting times.
Yeah.
Duke, I'm spending my stimulus check on some more Bitcoin. Smart idea.
There you go. Free money. Why not?
Greg Smith's top of the morning, everyone. I'm holding steady on Bitcoin. Well done, Greggy.
Yeah, hold steady, guys. This retracement we're having, it's because the markets are spooked. The tariffs, it's going to be, you know, short-lived, and then we're going to have the rebounds because we are still 9 months left of the bull market.
Yep.
So I can't see it's going to stay down for very long.
I'm not sure we're going to have a bear market.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to put a prediction in. This is the last time I think you're going to see below 100,000 Bitcoin.
Well,
yeah, I think once we have the rebounds, that's it. Yeah.
Dean Parkinson, good morning, CBD. I've seen this plenty of times since 2017. Just another dip.
It is.
Yeah,
just another point. Yeah.
Jeff Ziegler, sounds like we are up to 19 states that are trying to start a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Correct.
Correct. Well,
and more to follow. Watch out.
Actually, 18 states. The 19th state, Jeff, I can't remember the name of it. It's on the East Coast. I did watch a tidbit on the news about it, and they're not proposing a strategic Bitcoin reserve. They're just proposing hodling it for 20 years and matching the U.S. government. But they're not calling it a reserve. But okay, but for argument's sake, you know, yeah, there are 19 in total.
And more to follow, I'm sure, guys.
I think so, too.
Tim P. Brooke, as a fellow Canadian who just retired with 3 pensions, well done, and no dependents and no will, well, you better make one up. At my age of 60, why should I start investing in Bitcoin? What are the advantages and disadvantages? So there's a guy that's 60. Well, first off, if you're like me, you're going to live to be 100. Okay, so you got 40 years ahead of you.
Yeah,
right?
There you
go. You know, why not protect, like your pensions? You know, I'm not sure if they're indexed or not, but you're going to see your cost of living significantly go up in the years ahead because of all this money printing. You know, So you want to cover yourself. So that's why Bitcoin will do that, limited supply. And why invest in Bitcoin? Well, that's why. Advantages and disadvantages. Advantages, you're protecting your assets. Disadvantages, I suppose, if it goes to zero, there you go. But hey, do your research. I don't think you'll see that happening. And it's fun,
It is fun. But here's my thoughts on it, Tim. And I'm not trying to convince you to get into it. By all means, do what you want with your own money. And what I do is I'm in crypto and Bitcoin in particular, MicroStrategy. I got a big bag of Tesla as well, and a very small bag of the miners, and which I'll probably be getting rid of sometime this month. It's only $5,000 worth, so I'll just get rid of that. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. And what I do is I take profits every now and then, and I go on world cruises with Darlene. That's what I do. It's like a supplemental income for me. And I take profits, when it's way up, and I think that Bitcoin's oversold or MicroStrategy's oversold, I'll take some profits on it. It's like, okay, I think it's going to go down. I better take some profits while it's up, and I'll take a bit of profits. Babe, come on, let's go on another cruise. And that's what I do. I take holidays. They're lifestyle chips for me, and we enjoy it.
Yep.
And we gamble at the casino. And because we gamble at the casino, not a large amount, folks, we just build up the points between us. We get free cruise offers. Every single week, I'm getting emails on my cell phone. We got a cruise that we think you'd enjoy. And by the way, it's free. Because you're, a casino member.
Yep.
So that's what we do. We get it for free. And then all we pay on that is the taxes and the port fees and the what do they call them? The gratuities for the staff on the ship is all included, when we pay the bill. So we get the cabin for free. We only pay those three little things, which are not a lot. It's like $500 each for a 2-week cruise. And it's fantastic. All you can eat, and we're traveling around the world. We're seeing places we've never seen. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And then, like I said, some of the profits I take, I put in the casino, I get the next cruise for free.
Bingo.
So fantastic.
Timmy, one thing too, 3 pensions. So obviously it's old age secure. Well, no, not old
He's
age
60.
for him, 65. So he's getting 2 pensions plus his Canada pension, likely. And that the pensions from the governments are not going to be jumping dramatically. They won't be able to afford it, is my point. So that's why you still want to consider covering your butt, let's say, and Bitcoin will do that. It'll give you that increase that it'll protect your portfolio, is my point. Now, Coop's point about taking some chips off the table, you should have a plan, Timmy, when you're retired, what you want to do. Maybe it's traveling, maybe it's golfing, whatever. But with better investments, you can have a better quality of life, let's say. As Coop says, instead of having an interior cabin, you might get the presidential suite.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Which we stayed in.
Instead of going for the cheapest course to golf at, hey, you can golf at the country clubs that are the most expensive. You know what I mean? With better quality of everything. So there's reasons you want to do it. But above all else, do your research. You'll find out why. Now, you should get a will. You don't want to be passing away with no will. Nobody knows what the hell to do, and yeah. So
yeah, the last thing you want is the government taking your money.
They will.
Exactly.
Yeah. David Lowe, good morning, Coop, Brooke. See you and the CTA crew at Route 66 for Breckie. Correctamundo. It's always interesting. Yes, David.
And thank you.
Looking
David.
forward to that Monday.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple hours.
KC64, hi, Coop and Brooke. If I put a dollar amount into a Bitcoin ETF, is it the same as owning the BTC Bitcoin directly? Thinking of a 50K investment. Yeah. Well, yes and no. Yes, it is, because it tracks Bitcoin's price, right on. Is it the same? Well, a lot of people, purists, say, hey, buy your Bitcoin on the exchange, take it off and self-store it in what's called a cold wallet. And, you know, you can take that anywhere with you on the planet and it's yours forever. The problem with that is you got to be a bit of a techie to do that. You know, what if you lost your keys? What if you lost your device? That's all happened, guys.
Yeah.
So for most people, it's simpler just to go through the ETFs. Now, if you can, and you have room in, say, a tax deferred or tax-free account, that's what I'd recommend, because that way it can grow. And, you know, when you need the money, you access it later. Hopefully it's tax-free, or at least it grew that. So yeah, that's yeah. So it's basically the same.
And Casey, I can add on to that. Fidelity, who I'm with, I put the money in, they go out and buy the Bitcoin and they hold it for you. Okay. Now, when you sell it eventually down the road, they'll give you cash back. Now, here's what's interesting. Just in the last week, BlackRock has applied for an ETF to do in-kind redemption, a modification to their current ETF that they have. So basically, you'll put cash in, they'll buy the Bitcoin, they hold it for you through Coinbase. And then when you want to sell, they'll give you the actual Bitcoin back. You have the option of getting dollars or the Bitcoin back.
Yeah.
They'll do either or, whichever one you prefer. So I think that's got a very good likelihood of passing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and last point on that, KC, any of the ETFs, there's several out there. They're legitimate. They're going to be safe. I would say go with the one with the lowest fees. And I think currently it's still IBIT is one, BlackRock, and Fidelity is the other one.
They're both the same.
Yeah, ARK Investments is good. Check out their fee. HODL is also good. Check out their, go with the lowest fees. Yeah. David Lowe, good morning, Coop. No, we've already had that one. Route 66.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We'll see you there, David. Robert Pierpont, the overnight is open already. MicroStrategy is, whoa, that's down. Misty 2490. There's another buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
MicroStrategy. That is an excellent price, because when FASB comes in, what is today's date, by the way, Brooke? I'm lost. It's the 3rd. So tomorrow it'll come in for MicroStrategy, the fair accounting rules. And that's put their price at $444 a share. So if they're down to 302, that's a very good buying opportunity.
Yeah, fair market price. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's, again, when everybody's panicking, which is what's happening on the markets, everything goes down.
Yeah.
The good goes down with the bad. So both those prices are good buys. The Misty is the one that pays the monthly check. That's, I mean, their issue price was 21. It's never been that low. So 24.90 is a heck of a deal. Tim P. Brooke, I was speaking with the CRA, that's the Canada Revenue Agency, on Friday, and was informed that if I live abroad, I have to fill out a couple of forms claiming I do my banking in Canada but live in Thailand. Any truth to this? Well, I'm not aware of that, Timmy, and I'll tell you, I do believe, and I do this, employ the very best accountant money can buy. Because I used to work for CRA when my first job out of university. And one thing I realized very quickly working in the government, in the revenue department, it pays to have a good accountant. So that's what I do, Tim. So obviously I rely on him. He's a sharp boy. He gets whatever is needed. He gets, and he has my authorization to file my returns. And so I've never had to sign anything. If they need to be submitted, he's done it. Lastly, the other thing I learned with CRA, Christ, you talk to them 3 times on the phone, you get 3 different answers on the same question. So I'd be a little leery about dealing directly with them over the phone. I would highly recommend get a good accountant there. It's worth their weight in gold, the sharp boys, because that income tax act in Canada is like that thick of regulations and rules. And what you realize, nothing is black and white. Yeah. It's all gray. So that's where you need the good advice on that. Again, I've never had a problem here in Asia going on 3 years. My taxes get filed. If I owe, I pay. If I get a refund, I'm happy. But yeah. Captain Action, Henry from Tampa. I'm new at Bitcoin. In the last 2 days, I saw it drop. You're getting a time to buy there, Captain. I started buying more. Well done. What are these shares you speak of that pay monthly dividends? Hey, Darlena. Oh, by the way, guys, hit the like and subscribe because that makes Darlene smile every time.
Yeah, and it's free. It doesn't cost a penny.
It is. Wow, I love free stuff. So the monthly dividend checks are called MSTY, MSTY, and it tracks MicroStrategy. Now, the overall issuer of these and ones that run it is called Yield Max, and it's all one word. And you can Google that, guys, and they have monthly payouts on Apple, MicroStrategy, Nvidia, Coinbase. There's a whack of them, Tesla even. So you can check those out. I like MSTY, and a lot of the guys here have it because the returns were phenomenal. So, but yeah, do your research, check them out. The one I spoke earlier on, Coop, was STRK. That was the new preferred issue by MicroStrategy, pays 8% a year, and it's quarterly, not monthly. But that's also good to look at.
And thank you, Captain Action, for being a channel member and having the badge next to your name. Supporting the channel only costs $2 a month. Thank you very much.
Bingo. Bajane Bean. Off the tariff news, XRP is down 22% today. Algo's down 22. Immutable is down 19.7. Watch the Dow Jones on Monday. It's going to be fun.
It is. Everything's going to be down.
Yeah.
Which is a perfect opportunity. Those that have been waiting and praying for the dip, come on, drop down. It's too expensive. I want to buy in, but I wanted, a lower price. I think today's going to be your golden opportunity to get in. If you want to get in the
now
stock
I've
market.
seen in the past, we all have experience. Sometimes these drops are big today and they can even drop more tomorrow, before they rebound. I don't think that's one of these situations.
No, I say that's highly unlikely.
Yeah, there'll be a big drop today and it could be rebound at the end of the day or for sure tomorrow. So that's kind of what I'm banking on, but hey, we'll see.
Yeah, I think a very good buying opportunity.
Yep. Tim P. Brooke, the dollar closed on Friday with a new low of 67 cents. So that's almost 1.5 now, Coop.
Yeah.
It's gotten crazy, the Canadian peso. Trudeau has really done a number on Canada. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
He ain't
nobody
much
wants
longer. He's resigned now.
When your price of your currency drops like that, it's because nobody wants it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants the Canadian peso.
He's just an interim president right now.
Premier.
Premier.
Prime Minister, sorry. Yeah.
Prime Minister until the next guy comes in.
Yeah, he's a lame duck.
Yeah.
Richard Woolley, looks like Canada's going to fight Trump tariffs, but how long can they actually last before giving in? Yeah, Trump is an interesting fellow. First off, he's very, very intelligent. Okay.
I just don't like his attitude.
Well, sure you don't. But
I don't. I hate it.
I respect the guy. And to me, it's a bit of a bargaining tactic. Now, the funny thing I found out, Coop, Canada, like as a percentage of American GDP, what U.S. imports from Canada is like 1.2% of the U.S. GDP, where Canada, what they import,
I bet it's over 20%.
Oh yeah, it was 25%.
Oh, there you go.
Of the GDP. Yeah. So put it this way, it's
they're going to hurt more.
Yeah, whoa, big time. I don't even think U.S. will notice these damn tariffs. They don't even do that much. So, but it's a negotiating tactic, in my opinion, that Trump wants certain things done. He wants border tightened up. He wants crackdown on those drugs coming in.
Fentanyl,
and there's certain things like they want to be able to, U.S. does export their dairy products to Canada. We got marketing boards. They won't let it. Same with the chicken. Same with the eggs. Well, Trump was pissed last time that they didn't negotiate that. We'll see what happens this time. DK47, I'm not holding steady on Bitcoin. I'm buying more. Well done, DK.
Yeah. I am too.
Billy Mayfield, good evening, CBD from Tennessee. I'm loading up my bags big time. I love your channel and everything you guys do. You all help a lot of people. Keep up the good work.
And thank you, Billy.
Maybe Billy, are you coming to Thailand, Billy? You're going to love it here.
Yeah.
John Bain, Jim Cramer's voice. Bye, bye, bye.
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Now there's a lot of people. They tend to do the exact opposite.
When he says buy, they sell.
Oh, they're nervous now. It's time to sell. But I think this time maybe is the exception. I think Kramer is right, but
yeah.
Interesting. KC64. I watched a podcast with Anthony Scaramucci recently, and he revealed that 56% of his net worth was Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
He's releasing a Bitcoin book as well. Yep.
Yeah.
He interesting fellow. I like
I
him.
watch him from time to time.
Yeah, I do too. Yep. Big Stir, morning guys. Speaking of other tech stocks, Palantir has been real good to me. Yep, and is up 233% the last 6 months. Ticker PLTR. Yeah, I got buddies that have that.
I do.
I was late to the,
I was.
Yeah, so it's not something I do spend a lot of time in research, but I think it has to do with government security, defense contracts, and that's the biggest customer is the U.S. government. So
yeah,
that can be good and bad. Frank T, MicroStrategy at 302. Yikes, my cost average is 400. Mine's like 389.
Mine was 391.
Yeah,
so I'm not getting scared about it, Frank.
No, me neither.
Because I know that it's gonna have a huge rebound. And Saylor's just buying every Monday. He's buying. What was the last he bought?
Over 10,000.
It was over $1 billion
that
he spent, in 1 week on Bitcoin, which is more Satoshis for me and you, So I don't care, the price goes down on MicroStrategy. I'm not I'm not bothered because I know when we have the rebounds of Bitcoin, MicroStrategy is going to go up 30% more than Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So I'm not really bothered in that. I know it'll be back above 500 this month.
Bitcoin, MicroStrategy will track Bitcoin's price over time.
Yeah.
Okay. So you give and the reason is Saylor has such a huge bag of Bitcoin. Once the price of Bitcoin goes up, it's going to track them. And the funny thing is, Coop, he releases his quarterly reports, I think this week. Tomorrow. And we'll see if he has the option of implementing the FASB rules this quarter or for sure by next quarter. But if he does it this quarter, that company is going to show billions.
$6 billion in profit.
And when the analysts say, holy shit, that company's doing pretty damn good, maybe we better take a look at it. So yeah, there's a lot of positives, Frank, going forward. So if anything, Frankie, you might want to DCA in a bit on that. Bring your average cost down. That's what I'll be looking at. Robert Pierpont at Frank T. It's going lower now. MicroStrategy about to go under 300.
If it does, I'm DCAing. And bring it down.
There will be a chance because again, the panic. Once the bull, it's like a snowball rolling downhill. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and until it gets to the bottom, and then it starts going back up.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying some more.
Yeah. Frank T. No tears. Mark Schaefer. Cooper, glad to hear you're pulling out profits periodically. I was going to ask that. If you can recover some of your principal and still stay invested, it's a win-win-win. Helps you sleep better too. Yep,
exactly. And I am almost where my position is now from the profits I've taken out. I'm almost playing with house money.
Good.
Not much of it is my cash that I initially put in. So I'm doing extremely well.
Okay, well, that's good to know. What I do, guys, is I don't typically, I sell a bit of the miners now and then, but I do a lot of option trading. So I have the stock, I'll sell calls out, and I've done that on MicroStrategy. And so I'm happy. I just get paid to wait. And I don't worry too much about the price up or down other than, hey, I might buy a bit. But those options typically now are, worthless when they expire. And so I just rewrite more.
Exactly.
And works out. Yeah, that's what I can live on.
So I'll be getting rid of my miners tonight and then buying more MicroStrategy.
Okay, well,
that's the plan.
You make the call. Mark Schaefer, is Misty an ETF?
Yes. Yeah. It's on the New York Stock Exchange.
Check out YieldMax. It lists all the ETFs that YieldMax handles. And they're backed. They basically, Misty works on the volatility. Option trading on the volatility and MicroStrategy generates a profit every month. They in turn take that and take their fee. It's 1%, I think, a month, and they rebate the rest to the shareholders. So it's had a payout consecutively for 10 months. Nice ones. Tim P. Brooke, I have my military, City of Edmonton, and Canada pension. Okay, good for you. Started taking at 60, as did I. In 2 years, mortgage is paid, and we'll have liquefied assets for cash flow and bank BMO before departing to Jomtien. Sounds like a plan, Stan.
He's got a very good plan.
Yeah,
well done, buddy.
Yeah, get some Bitcoin. You don't want to, keep a lot in cash. That's like a melting ice cube. They refer to that as. So, but yeah, so military, you're going to be okay on that. City Edmonton, again, good pension, ain't going anywhere, and Canada pension as well. So yeah, you'll be fine. Not to worry.
Yeah, Misty might be a good option there for you, Tim.
If you want a monthly check, absolutely. Yeah. Robert Pierpont, Bitcoin's falling like a rock right now. Be careful, folks. We could be nowhere near the bottom. Well, we'll see about that. What's it trading at right now? Let's just see here.
Last we checked, it was 96.
93.9 now.
Oh, 93 now.
Oh, that's a hell of a buy.
That's a very good buy.
Shit, I might have to get off here and start buying. Frank T. Coop, you have the bulk of your money in Tesla and Bitcoin?
Yes, I do. Bulk of my money is actually in split between 3: Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Bitcoin.
Yes,
which is Fidelity. That is the bulk of what I put my life savings into. And on my Tesla side, I'm up almost 40%. I got a nice bag of Tesla, and I got it back in October of last year. End of September, I think it was actually. And that's gone up nicely above 400. I bought in below 300, so I'm really happy. Anyways, my Fidelity Bitcoin, I got into that January last year, so it was around about 40,000 when I got into it. And my MicroStrategy is right now down, but I know that's going to hugely rebound. So I could take profits in either one, Tesla or my crypto, because I'm well up on both of them. But I'm not going to, because I know there's a big rebound coming back this month.
Correct. Anthrock Morton saw where large U.S. retailers have front-loaded merchandise which will be affected by the tariffs. Warehouses bursting at the seams. They weren't born yesterday. No, they kind of knew it was coming, I guess.
Yeah, they knew it was coming and just, bought as much as they could. Because they know they'll make a lot of profits on it.
Yep, which is fine. Jeff Sigler, Coop, can you give us more info on the 440 MasterCard price you mentioned earlier?
MicroStrategy. Yeah. The fair accounting rules, Jeff, which come into effect this quarter with MicroStrategy, would put, they say, MicroStrategy share price, and this is coming from the Fed now, that it would be at $4.44 a share if fair value was to come into it. The amount of shares they have versus the amount of Bitcoin they have would put them at that price. So I can see an instant jump to MicroStrategy to $4.44. And I can see it actually happening this month. My prediction for MicroStrategy by the end of this month is above 500. And believe me, guys, when I say 500, I'm sandbagging the hell out of it. I think it's going way higher. But I'll be conservative, and I'll say 500 by February 28th.
Most people out there, in my opinion, including a lot of the analysts, they don't either believe in MicroStrategy or do not understand it. Yeah. Typically, if they did research, they would believe it and they would understand, but they don't. Eventually, the cream rises to the top. So when these financial statements get released, and they're the audited ones, and they're based on following the guidelines and the rules set by the government, and MicroStrategy reports these tremendous profits, you are going to see a lot of, oh, Jesus, what's that company? You know what I mean? So there's going to be a lot more research done on it. And then
that's what I believe is going to catapult it over
they realize,
500.
Oh my God, these guys are into Bitcoin huge. Like they're rivaling IBIT for the amount of Bitcoin. So when you see, 6 months or a year from now, maybe by the end of the year, Bitcoin at 150, 200,000, well, guess what that does to MicroStrategy's bag? They make a ton of profit on those, on paper.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Frank T, I'm going to just DCA and IBIT since it tracks Bitcoin better. They all track it close,
Well, Fidelity
guys.
and IBIT both track it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the ETFs do it. John Bain, XRP at 222 per coin. Get it at this rate. We're a month from Fed ISO.
Yes.
I don't,
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah, we are only a month away.
I'm not big on XRP, mainly because, and for you guys out there that know, Invest Answers is a legitimate website to follow. No FUD, strictly database. I would recommend all of you start watching him religiously like we do. We watch it daily, guys. Everything he puts out. No FUD, straight facts backed up by data. And that's what I kind of love. And there's so much garbage out there, and you know, videos from YouTube, but this is good, this is bad. I'm like, yeah, what the hell? It's hard to find people you can believe without all the misinformation. So definitely get on that, guys. And he's not big on XRP.
No.
So that's why
big on Solana, though.
Big on Solana, and he gives you the reasons why. Yeah. Tim P, thanks for the information on Bitcoin, gentlemen. I like Coop's advice on the freebies. I've always wanted to cruise from Vancouver to Alaska return. And
they do have that cruise available. I have looked at a few of the cruise lines because Darlene and I were looking at that possible getting a cruise from Canada, and it goes up Greenland and then around the North Coast of Canada there, and then comes down towards Alaska side.
Yeah.
And then you disembark. We are looking for that, possibly maybe a Christmas cruise.
Nice.
Not this year, but next year. This year, we're looking at a cruise for Christmas going to Australia.
Yeah, I think they have cruises out of Vancouver. Also, like Seattle, if you're U.S. based. I think even out of L.A. they can do an Alaska cruise. So, and it's very popular. I know people that have taken it. I personally haven't, and they said it's great.
Yeah.
You know, forget the one you're with. They're all good, I guess. But the one I'm interested in, Coop, that you mentioned is from Singapore to Australia.
Yeah.
I would like that. And then I would fly back from Australia because I got family there.
Yeah.
And visit. So that would be great. I'd like to look into that more.
Billy
Mayfield, glad I sold my MicroStrategy when he created more shares. Put the cash in my bag. Will start emptying my cash bag back into MicroStrategy below 300. I love the volatility.
Now, there's a smart man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of a buy and hold, Billy. But yeah, obviously you traded it. You did well on it. God bless you.
Yeah.
And you're getting back in, so that's even better news. And you're getting back in with a low cost base.
Yeah.
So guys like Coop and me, when we see this type of dump, and we know it's overreacting, you know, overreaction to the, we'll dollar cost average in to bring our average price down.
Yeah.
You know, below 400 in your case, hopefully below 380 in mine. So.
Yeah.
Yep. But John Bain, Asian stock markets open soon.
Yeah.
Mark Schaefer, knowing that MicroStrategy is at 302 and you guys cost average is near 400 and you're still bullish about it, tells me that the rest of us have not missed the boat on it. We could still get in at a good price. Oh,
yeah.
Heavens, yeah.
Oh, heck yeah, Mark.
Hey, listen, guys, MicroStrategy's at a good price. Misty, the monthly payer's at a good price. Bitcoin's at a fantastic price. You know, so don't, and Sol's down. I'll probably look at that today. So,
yeah.
Yep. You're not too late. It's on sale, guys. Rain Nathan. Hello again. Yep.
Hello, Nathan.
Remember him from last time.
Yeah. Thank you for coming back.
Carrie Gravel. Hi, everyone, from a wet and windy Wales. Wowzer. That's way over there. Eh?
It is.
What's your views on ADA? That's my biggest bag. Oh, I think that's Cardano, isn't it?
It is Cardano. Yeah. I think Cardano's got hope. But
hopium.
It's got hopium.
It's hopium.
It does have hope. As if you didn't buy Cardano at the last top, you should be okay. I think there's a good possibility this bull run for the altcoins that it could hit its top again, but I give it about a 35% chance. I would be looking to get out and profit.
Carrie, here's what I would tell you.
Yeah.
I would go to Invest Answers, go back and through all his videos, because he does discuss Cardano ADA. Yes. And you'll see, get reasons that you can consider as to why he's not big on it. If anything, I would tell you maybe flip that into Solana. Solana's down big time. It's got a future. It's been growing. It's going to be the winner. And as Jamie says, winner takes most. So, and lastly, guys, don't get caught up in, oh, well, I'm my cost basis is higher. I don't want to sell and lose. Forget that, guys. We're sitting today. Here's the facts. That's not the issue with the past. The issue is, where are we headed? So is ADA headed for a double or triple, or is it more likely Solana's headed to a double or triple, is my point, or Bitcoin or MicroStrategy?
The fastest horse in the race.
Yeah, forget about the past, guys. That'll just give you information. That's all. Where's the future? Where are we headed? And you want to be, as Coop says, with the fastest horse in the race. Yeah, not those nags that are,
Well, I'm going to be taking some profits probably towards the end of this month, a little bit, and buying some more Tesla. And what I was going to do is take 5% of my portfolio and split it between XRP and Solana. I think those two are going to do fantastically well this bull run.
I would say Solana, but yeah. Okay, but John Bain, XRP 213, down 27% today. Algo down 25.6. Oh, they're dropping like stones.
Yeah, good opportunities.
Rain Nathan, lately there is a lot of crime. Is it safe there? In there, is it safe? Here in Thailand?
I don't know what he's talking about. Crypto or Thailand? He doesn't.
Is it safe?
Oh, mostly foreigner involved. Okay, so he's obviously talking about Thailand there. The crime that we tend to have here happens down in Phuket.
Certain area, Bangkok possibly, but I don't know of any.
But here in Jomtien, not really.
Yeah,
not really. It's a retirement community. Okay, you're going to get a bit of crime in Pattaya. Mostly it's people fighting at bars.
Yeah. Nothing good happens after midnight, guys.
Yeah, the go-go bars. But here in Jomtien, where we live, it's a retirement community. That's why I preach about it so hard on our regular YouTube channel. Talks that we have on Wednesday and Saturday, because it is so crime-free.
Yeah.
I've never even seen a fight in Jomtien.
Me neither.
Never once. We've been here 2 years, Brooke. Have you seen a single fight?
Nope.
Not one. And I go out at night. I go out, and Darlene and I like playing a game of pool, having a couple of drinks.
I prefer not to. Occasionally I do, though, but never seen issues.
Yeah. Go over to Rumpo Market to the bars there. I've never seen a fight.
No.
Ever. I've seen a couple of disagreements, but that's all it is. I've never seen it escalate past that.
No.
Yeah.
One thing I would say, and I was thinking about this the other day, Coop, and listen up, guys. Like, from Canada, I'd spend 6 months, Florida 6 months, and I've been here. And I felt, I never felt not safe in any of those locations.
Yeah.
Not that I was in bad areas in Florida or, Stratford, a small town, so you didn't have issues. So number one, physically, I felt very safe.
You want a drink?
I got my water.
Okay, let me grab it.
So yeah, there's not an issue here feeling unsafe with your physical person. But what I noticed was different. In small town Stratford, Canada, you'd watch your belongings, let's say, Definitely in Florida in the winters, oh yeah, geez, if I had a bicycle and I went to the coffee shop, I chained that bike to the lamppost, right? So I was more cautious about belongings in Florida than I did in Stratford, small town. But you come to Thailand, I don't have a worry at all. I can leave my bike anywhere, put my helmet on the thing, and it's going to be there even if I go to the mall. You know what I mean? So you're in parking with thousands of bikes, helmets on the things. Nobody loses the thing. So that to me is a good sign.
Oh,
yeah. Don't worry about it. I think you're safer here than in a lot of places on the planet.
Exactly.
Frank T, by the way, side positive note, Landman, great series.
There's one. I told you Saturday, I said we'd have somebody that would come on and say, hey, Cooper, thank you for that recommendation to binge watch this series. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, watch that, guys. You're going to love it.
Yeah.
El Romeo, there he is. Hello, gentlemen. Picked up some BTC on the dip last night. Smart. Well, maybe pick up a little more today.
Yeah, it's
Romeo,
still dipping.
Big sale going on. Duke, Bitcoin key level is 92K. Solana key level 183. Should kiss and bounce. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Bitcoin bottom 92. There's a lot of resistance at 92. So I can't see it going any further down than that.
There's a Canadian stock, HODL, HODL, traded in Canada, and they're big. I think 70% of their portfolio is Solana, 30% Bitcoin. So it's kind of a blend. I'm gonna take a heavy look at that. If it's under, 470 today, I'll probably jump on a bunch.
Yeah. And let's just check.
What are you checking? Oh, the Bitcoin price, 91.6.
91.6.
Okay.
Oh, so it's gone below 92. It is now 91.5.
91.5.
I think it's got to get a retracement here soon. And,
check the fear index, 44, man. That's
44.
the lowest I've seen it.
Yeah, I've never seen it that low. Well, no, I've seen it down to the 20s.
Wow.
And that was a fantastic buying opportunity. That's when I really threw a lot of money into my bag.
Lavolia Johnson, not into Bitcoin, just saying hello. Love you guys Wednesday and Saturday shows. Hope to visit Thailand this May. Thanks for all the info.
And you're very welcome.
Yeah,
it's
May's
okay.
a good low season month, so you'll be getting lots of opportunities where to get accommodations.
Yeah, and thank you for saying hello. Every Wednesday and Saturday we have our live streams about Thailand.
Yeah,
and Mondays all about crypto. You're welcome to come on to any live stream. It doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome.
Sure. JJ, hi guys. Good luck buying FBTC via Fidelity website. Called Fidelity, said all Bitcoin ETF orders have to be called in, but will waive the fees for the transaction. Issue for a week now. Okay, so they're too much volume. Who knows what's going on?
A lot of volume there.
Yeah. Tim P. Coop, the cruise you mentioned is through the Northwest Passage.
Yes.
From one side to the other. Wow, now that the ice has opened up.
Exactly. Yeah. I was seriously looking into that. And I said, wow, that'd be a lifetime cruise. It would be a life-changing cruise to go up and see that part of Canada.
One side to the other.
Exactly.
Yeah, through the
Northwest Passage.
Yeah, Northwest Passage.
Yeah. I would love to do that, Tim. You should come with us, buddy. We'll make an announcement and we'll possibly do a group booking and get a huge discount.
Big Al, hi gents. Never forget the only time you get hurt on a roller coaster ride is when you jump off. Correctamundo. We're going into a hell of a ride. Hang on.
And that is absolutely correct, Al. People will say to me, "Oh, I've lost $10,000, Coop." And I said, "Did you sell the shares or your crypto?" No. Well, then you haven't lost it, have you?
No.
You only lose it when you sell it. So hold on, wait till it gets back up to where you're comfortable with, then sell it, and you lost nothing. You actually gained. So you don't lose anything until you sell it.
Mark Schaefer, Brooke, is your Bitcoin that you sell calls against or something else? No, I don't sell calls against Bitcoin. You could do that if you own the ETFs. BlackRock trades options now on the stock, so you could own the shares of IBIT, sell calls as to generate income. What I do is I play Bitcoin through MicroStrategy, pretty heavy into it, because I believe it is going to be the fastest horse in the race. And I sell call, and they have terrific volatility in MicroStrategy.
Oh yeah.
So the premiums you get are, in my opinion, tremendous. So yeah, I have my cost base, say it's at a little under $4. I'll sell calls at between $600 and $800 short term and collect premium. And if it hits $600 or $800 a share, well, I'll probably give up some of the shares, but keep the money.
Now here you go. In the last 2 minutes, folks, Bitcoin hit its low 91,200, and it's now at 93,100. So there you go. I called the bottom pretty close, around about 92, and it dipped just below it, but straight as it went just below 92. I told you that
it's on its way up. There's
a lot of
channel here.
resistance, And there you go. It's at 93.6. It's just jumped another $600.
Yeah.
Since I started talking 30 seconds ago. So yeah, I think we hit the bottom and we're on our way back up. There's a lot of resistance, like I said, at 92. It tends to go just over the resistance and then bounce straight back up.
Mark, just one last point. So yeah, MicroStrategy, I sell a lot of calls. Tesla, I have some Tesla. I do not sell calls against Tesla because number one, I don't find the premiums to be really good for the risk I take. And secondly, you know, Tesla could do a 2x overnight, in my opinion. And I don't want to get caught out on that.
I think Tesla, by the end of the year, you're looking at $600 a share.
Or more, who knows?
Or more.
The miners, I used to be heavy in the miners, but they just, you know, they're a little slow to the race, I find. So if anything, I'm kind of weeding out of the miners and flipping more into MicroStrategy or Tesla, likely. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. Next, please. Robert Pierpont at Duke. It bounced off 92,054. Yes.
On here,
it's 94 now.
Yeah, it just dipped below 92, and now it's at 94. So it's jumped, you know, another $2,000.
Yeah.
So from its bottom of
volatility
92.
is our friend.
Yes.
DJ on the bounce. Morning, all. Anytime Bitcoin is below 100K, I buy. Anytime it goes above it, I buy Misty.
There you go.
There you go.
Smart move there, DJ. Yeah.
He's collecting his monthly premiums. And Throckmorton. Sometimes I think y'all would laugh at my tiny Bitcoin purchases.
No, I wouldn't.
Hey, anything you won't laugh at in 5-10 years, you'll see what that's worth. It'll be great. Then I remember Grandma's penny jar. Eventually, we got to buy candy. Yes,
there you go.
You'll get lots of candy with those buys, Ann.
I remember when I was a kid, you know, 7 years old, thereabouts, and we'd go to the grocery store, and in the States, they give you a brown paper bag. You put your groceries in there, you know, and my dad would give me 1 penny for every bag I carried out the trunk and into the kitchen.
Ooh.
1 penny. And I thought that was a lot of money back then.
Back then, you get 3 black balls for that.
Exactly. And I'd get my nickel and I'd be happy, and I'd go buy some penny candies, you know, and I'd be very happy.
Loaded up. Carrie Gravel. Thanks for your reviews. My cost average is 4 cents, so I should be okay.
Oh, yeah. You're very okay.
Duke. Current crime rates 2017 to 23. Thailand violent crime is 10x less than Canada, as per Statistica. Well, there you go. So,
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we don't get violent crime over here. You're
not anywhere near like the West.
Not in Jomtien.
No.
You know, in places like Phuket, yeah, you know, you've seen it on the news. I'm sure, folks, I'm not the only YouTuber you're watching in Thailand. You know, and there's plenty of foreigners that are reporting the news on YouTube weekly. Easiest YouTube channel there is. All you got to do is read the newspaper, you know, and you got 30,000 subscribers, you know, really easy. I'm at, you know, 17,300 subscribers. Mine's a lot harder. I'm actually bringing content, you know, and thinking of different ideas on what video to make next time. And it's hard work. Those guys reading the news, they got the easiest YouTube channel going.
So it's a safer spot, guys. And you get over here and retire because your cost of living, it's a quarter of what it would be in the West.
Yeah.
And I still maintain, if I had known about Thailand when I was going to Florida for those 20 years, I should have been coming here.
Yeah.
The money I would have saved, I would have probably had double my portfolio.
And our subscriber we had on Saturday lives in Pratamak, right in the middle between Jomtien and Pattaya. You know, he said his rent, his outgoings is 18% of his pension.
Yes.
18%.
Yep. And you're lucky in the West if, I mean, there's people paying 40, 50%
or more.
And that's pretty tough, guys. But
that's the huge difference here. Yeah.
It's great here in Thailand. Alfa Romeo, yep. Limit buy hit again at 137.9 Canadian. Doubled up this morning. Great times ahead. Well done, Romeo.
Yeah,
he's building his bags, that boy.
He is the best.
And you know the best news about him for that? He's going to be able to retire by the end of the year.
There you go.
He better. Big Al, I believe that the stock market and crypto is a transfer of money from the impatient to the patient. Hang in there, guys.
I agree with that sentiment.
I've seen that.
1,000%, Al. People lose money in crypto when they get afraid. You know, they see it go down and it's like, oh shit, you know, it's less than what I paid into it. You know, I'm losing money. Quick, I better sell. No, you hold on. When you're in the middle, you know, you're coming up on the fourth quarter, you know, of the bull market. That's the worst time to sell.
Yeah.
You know, the best time to sell is, you know, the end of April or the end of September, because we have a saying in crypto, folks, run away in May. You know, sell in April, run away in May, get back in August, and then enjoy the highs up until the end of October. But this one, I think, is going to be different. I do think it's going to be different. So I'm not going to be running away at the end of April, because I'm watching those United States, individual states, very carefully. I am following them on a daily basis of exactly how far they are in the process of incorporating a strategic Bitcoin reserve. And
Yep.
I think that's where the big money is going to come from this bull run.
Oh, yeah. All the positives are lining up. Robert Pierpont, UST picked up 50 Misty shares for 20. Oh, nice. I'm up to 1,050 now. Yeah, so there's a monthly check anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 a month he's got coming in.
On 1,000 shares?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that's
think
good.
183 was the low payout per month, and 404 was the high. So, you know, last month was 227 a share. There's over 2,000 right there, and that's US dollars. So
there you go.
Well
Nice.
done on that, Robert.
Well done, Robert.
W, hi from Queens. An article in the Sunday paper here says Trump is having second thoughts on a crypto reserve. Yeah, don't believe the FUD in the Sunday papers. Apparently, the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bissett, says it will undermine the US dollar. If anything, it'll help protect it.
I think it'll boost the US dollar.
Yeah, it'll help protect it. So don't get caught up in a lot of FUD. What I would say, W, is when you look at who Trump has surrounded himself with, terrific, smart minds, you know, good financial people, smart, you know, good with money, not just political hacks like, you know, most of the presidents appoint to their cabinets. His smart people all believe in crypto, blockchain technology, let's say. So they will, time will tell, but Bitcoin's not going away. Why would they not want to participate? As Trump says, he wants to be the leader in it. So going forward, I think.
And you don't have 19 states jumping on it to front run the US government, you know, for no reason. You know, I mean, if it was one or two states, I might agree with your sentiment, but 19, no way. And Bitcoin's gone up another $500. There it is at 94.6 now. So yeah, still going.
I think, W, lastly on that, personally, I think it's going to be a way that Trump's going to realize they can help reduce the deficits big time with Bitcoin-backed treasury sales. And I think once they realize that, yeah, they're going to come to the table big time. Robert Pierpont, and just got 5 MicroStrategy shares for $299.42. Well done, Robert.
Under 300. Wow.
Yeah,
well done. Well done, buddy. I'll be buying some tonight.
Robert Pierpont lowered my MicroStrategy average to 321. Bingo.
There you go. Yeah.
DCAing.
And the final comment goes to
FBV Crypto. Hi, Cooper and Brooke. Back to Montreal now and missing Thailand already. How do you play earnings for MicroStrategy options? Will be a good time to sell covered call out of the money. Wishing us sell the news. Okay, I try not to sell options when it's a really down market because it's got a big retracement coming. I try to always sell when the markets are, you know, jumping the other way. It is, I'll tell you, when it's a drop like that, it's actually a good time to buy some calls, you know, so that might be what you want to look at. But anyways, do research on YouTube about covered call strategies. That's the first thing. I've had friends do that. Jeffy mentioned to me, hey, Brooke, I love these wheel strategies, it's called, selling calls. So, but yeah, do your research and check it out.
And there you go. Bitcoin's just jumped another $1,000 and it's now at 95. So it is going back up. 92 was the bottom, and that's it. It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the day goes.
Yeah.
So watch out for that. Expect a dip in the markets tonight. Very good buying opportunity, folks.
Keep some powder dry. Alpha Romeo, I love the buying opportunities on the dips. I love this place. He loves this place. Yep. And Guitar Gardens, a complete slaughter out there. People are overreacting to the tariffs.
Exactly.
When there's blood in the streets, you want to be buying.
Exactly. That's what they're doing. Guitar Gardens, they are overreacting. And when they overreact, just like when they overbuy, it's got to come back.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a rubber band. You pull it, eventually it's going to, you know, snap, or it's going to go way out.
Yeah.
And that's what we're seeing with Bitcoin right now, that it's on a very strong rebound. So don't be surprised. Like I said, by the end of the week,
I hope Tesla's
we're
down
at
today.
a
That's
new
what I need
all-time
to-
high.
Yeah. Tesla and Solana, I'm looking to get into tonight. Robert Pierpont, Wheel Strategy is selling puts, and when puts with shares is selling calls on the shares you were put with. Okay. Yeah, they're selling puts is another way. Frank T. Brooke, you are correct. Senator Lummis is hoping to decrease the U.S. deficit with BTC reserves. Yeah.
That's what she's proposing. And I think that's why a lot of Democrats are in favor of it, is because they're going to hold it for 20 years and then cut the deficit in half.
Yeah.
Cut the amount that they owe in half. Wow. That would be fantastic for the markets.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Can you guys hit the like and subscribe? Hit that like button, because Darlene smiles every time.
Yes, please.
Hit the like button in her room there, and she's smiling. I can.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go to Route 66 now and have a fantastic American breakfast.
Yeah, come on out there. Mexico Kurt. Hi, guys. Keep up the good work. Going to be getting out of the matrix soon. I'm heavy AI and tech, NASDAQ. Yeah, Bitcoin tracks NASDAQ, it seems, lately. So NASDAQ's down, Bitcoin's down. But anyways, only game in town besides crypto, AI.
And I believe it. AI. Yeah. That's why I have a big bag of Tesla. Because if Tesla was just a car company, it would be worth $1,000 a share. Currently, 400 roughly. I haven't checked the pre-market today on Tesla. If it was Tesla and cars and AI, it'd be worth $2,000 a share. With Tesla, AI, and robotics, you know, and the Neuralink, it's actually worth a lot more than that. So I say by 2030, 5 years, if you plan 5 years out, Tesla is going to 10x from where it is now.
Yeah.
10x.
Robinhood has Tesla at 383.
Wow.
Down $20.
That's good.
My market order was 384.
Oh.
So in a way, I'm glad they didn't do it. Probably maybe get it a little cheaper tonight. Mexico Kurt, 5-year timeline, maybe 10. Okay. Yeah, I would think closer to 5 on that.
I do.
Mexico.
5.
Yeah, 10 will be at $1 million with Bitcoin, and who knows, Tesla. Frank T, have a great day, everyone. And just DCA, dollar cost average. Whenever the market rebounds, I always say I wished I bought more on the dips.
That's it.
Yeah,
me too.
We all do.
We all do in hindsight. And that's it for today's show.
Yep.
Come on Wednesday, where I'm going to talk about some of the trials and tribulations of being here in Thailand. I had some very, very sad news this week. I'm going to share it with you all on Wednesday. And it's in relation to my mother.
Okay.
So I'm going to share exactly what's happened there, how it's affected my life.
Could affect anybody here.
And it could affect anybody, and to prepare for the future.
And you've also got some breaking news on visas.
Yes, there is some breaking news, some very good news
which will be Wednesday.
On Thai visas, which we will discuss on Wednesday.
Yeah, so definitely tune in. Tell your friends. In the meantime, stay safe. Yes, Alpha.
At 11
at 11 a.m.
We'll be there at 11.
I look forward to that
for today's show. Come on Wednesday, where we got a fantastic topic to talk to you guys about. Yeah. And until then, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you all.
Stay
tuned.